Here we go, folks, it's time for the starting 11 prediction for the final Europa League Group game against Cluj over in Romania. I hope everybody's recovered from Sunday. I just managed to shift a hangover yesterday. What a night it was. What a result for us as well. Okay, we know we didn't play well in the game. Rangers were the better team. Didn't create a lot of chances. We really struggled without Edouard, but we found a way to win it, and that is all that matters. In terms of the team for this one then, Neil Lennon has already said he's going to use the squad. We know the likes of Brown, McGregor, Foster, Edouard all haven't travelled. I'm going to be probably a mile out. It's an absolute stab in the dark. Don't know how many changes he's going to make, don't know who he's going to use from the squad. Vogic also didn't travel, Shred didn't travel, so those are two players who I thought would be ideal to start this game. We'll start in goals. I think Craig Gordon will come in if Foster hasn't travelled. Choice between Gordon and Bain. I think with Bain having been out injured, I know he's back now, but Craig Gordon was getting the nod in the cup games before the semi-final, so I think Gordon will come in goals. Right back is Moritz Bauer. Frimpong done really well on Sunday before he gets sent off. I thought he was brave, he wanted the ball, he didn't hide, stood up physically as well in the game. Not registered in the Europa League, which we know already, so it'll be Bauer right back. Into centre half, I think Julian will have a night off as well. I think he has travelled. Neil Lennon didn't seem to say that he was one that was left at home, but I think we will want to give him a night off. I think it'll be Beaton at centre half. Neil Lennon said that Beaton will be involved, so I think he'll start at centre half alongside Christopher Ajer. One of the few players I think who'll start, regulars who'll start this game, I think Christopher Ajer. And at left back, I'm going to go with Greg Taylor, who has played well in recent games. Obviously he was cup tied for the Betfred Cup final at the weekend. It's also a good opportunity to play ball and goalie. He's been out for a while, so I absolutely wouldn't be surprised to see ball and goalie come back in at left back. Good opportunity to get minutes in his legs coming into these bigger games in December. But I'm going to go with Taylor. It could be either of them though. Into midfield, it's not going to be Brown and it's not going to be McGregor. I think Olivier Ntcham is going to start in this game. Alongside him, I think Neil Lennon's going to give a debut to young Scott Robertson. I think he likes him. We've seen him in the squad recently, I think against Rennes and against Ross County. And with obviously McGregor, Brown, Vogic, Christie all at home, I think Robertson's going to play alongside Ntcham. In front of them, I'm going to put James Forrest. I've just no idea how Neil Lennon's going to set up. So as I said, stab in the dark, I'm never getting it right, and if I do get it right, I'll be astounded. I'm going to put Forrest in the 10. He had a quiet game on Sunday, obviously. None of the attacking players really get into the game, particularly in the first half. A little bit brighter when Edouard came on, but he was really quiet in the game. I think Neil Lennon will put him in the 10. I think he's got enough energy, his fitness levels. Keep saying he's at his peak, so he should be able to cope with this, no bother. On the right hand side, I think Mikey Johnson is going to play out there. Neil Lennon has said Sinclair will be involved as well, so I'm going to put Johnson on the right hand side. What a chance he had to make it 2-0 on Sunday. I thought he was going to finish it, but listen, what a player, what a prospect. I think he'll come in and start in this game. And on the left hand side, as I say, Neil Lennon says Scott Sinclair will be involved, so I think he's going to start on the left hand side. I think obviously he's not going to be in contention in any big games. We've seen that this season. That's long gone, that issue. We've talked about it a lot at the start of the season, but I think it's clear that Neil Lennon doesn't really see him as a potential starter or as an important player really, for one reason or another. I think he's going to play on the left hand side in this game. It'll be good to see him. It'll be good to see what shape he's in, how he approaches it. Is he going to be determined to really stake a claim to try and get back in the squad and in the team more regularly? Him on the left hand side. Up top, Lee Griffiths, another player that Neil Lennon says will be involved, and I think this is huge for Lee Griffiths. Again, we're hearing rumours all the time. Obviously with Edouard only been fit enough for the bench, Griffiths ended up out of the squad at the weekend for the cup final. And again, people are saying, if Morgan's starting ahead of you and you can't make the bench, then your days are numbered. I don't think they are. I still don't think they are. I think he's going to start in this game. Again, great opportunity to get minutes in his legs in European competition. And again, he's got to do his best, he's got to stake his claim. I said it last week, I think, in the Twitter reaction after the Hamilton game. He's just got to keep working, and when he gets back in the team, he's got to take his chance. And as the games go, his fitness will come back, and I think he can still be a huge player for us. Okay, from the bench most weeks. We know that when Edouard's fit, he's not going to start. But I tell you, he can make meaningful contributions this season off the bench, and I fully expect him to do so as long as he can keep on top of his fitness. That's the team I've went with. Like the video, comment with your own teams below. As I say, it could be anybody. Absolutely no danger of getting this right. So comment whatever you think the team will be, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you tomorrow for reaction after the game. Thank you.